Alright, we left off here on Monday where we took Iron Man, we cut out his face, put our faces behind him. Now right now my face is just sitting on top of it, so we need to switch these layers so that I'm now behind it and you can kind of see the mask coming around the sides. And then we need to make copies of Iron Man so that it looks like he's flying through space. So the first thing I got to do for that is, just like last time, select both of these layers by holding my shift button. Right click and merge them, so now I am one with Iron Man face. Okay. Then I'm going to shrink it back down because I don't need him to be that big anymore. And what we're going to do is make copies of him and fade them away so it looks like he's flying. And before I do that, it looks like I need to grab my eraser tool because I have a little watermark down there. Alright, so now that that's gone, I'm going to grab my arrow and I'm going to do Control-C, Control-V. Okay, so I have a second Iron Man over here, and I'm going to move that second one kind of down and off to the side a little bit. Alright, then over here we have opacity 100%. I'm going to change that to, let's go like 75%. Okay, so you see he kind of faded a little bit. I'm going to make another copy. This one I'm going to put down to 50%. And then I got to move it because when you make a copy it goes right on top. Okay, and make another copy, and this one's going to be at 25%. So now I've got him going across the screen and it looks like a kind of like a vapor trail, where the closer you get to the real one the darker it gets. So there's all my Iron Mans. Then I want you to pick a Marvel character, whatever kind of Marvel character you want, to add to your screen. And actually it doesn't even have to be Marvel, it can be anything. So let's say I want to have Elmo. He's going to be on there. Okay, I go to images, I find one I like. He's beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to save his image. Go back here, say File, Open, and Place. Because remember, if you just go Open, it makes a new tab over here. We don't want that. I'm going to add my Elmo. There's his new picture. You can't see him on here because he's underneath the background. Drag it above. Make him bigger. Magic wand out the white. Right click rasterize. Then hit the delete button again. Alright. Control D to deselect. So there's my Elmo. He's going to be on here as well. And let's say, oh, I've got a little white bar on there. I don't want that. So magic wand that out too. So now I want to get a background on here that looks like my Avengers are actually doing something. So let's say I'm going to say a city nightscape. And I want one on a street, so I'm going to go street view. Awesome. I like this one. So I'm going to do Save Image As, put it on my desktop. Go back to Photo P, File, Open in Place. It kind of came up here in the corner. Stretch it out. Move it so it's behind all my other stuff. There we go. Elmo looks a little out of place right now, so I'm going to do something else to him here in a little bit. I just don't know what yet. I'd like you to add that stuff in. And it looks like I have that white line on all my Iron Mans. So if you have stuff on there that you can't really see what it's from, if you hit the little eyeballs, you can get those to go away. They're not gone, they're just hidden for a minute so that you can see what you're doing. So maybe I'm just going to turn everything else off except for my Iron Mans. And I can kind of see that white bar down there still. There we go, I think that's all of them. I'll turn my layers back on. So now I'd like you to do one other thing to this. I don't really care what it is. You can add some text, you can add some more colors, you can add another character, you can make Elmo shoot laser beams out of his eye. Whatever you want to do to it. But when you're done with this, you're going to take your snipping tool, and that snip is going to be what you turn into your assignment for attendance today. If you have any questions, let us know.